So, I don't even really want to talk about this, but I have to because it's on my mind and things are going to change soon and I have to discuss it. So, I am kind of horrified. Um, just in general, like last night, I had horrific nightmares, like really bad. And I mean, like, I'm talking like really disgusting, violent, um, like red rum. I don't even want to say it because YouTube is so weird. I don't even know if I'm just being paranoid, but like vicious type of nightmares. And somehow that also combined with the nightmare of my crush being with somebody else. And I was like, wow, that's actually, my subconscious is actually pretty fucking creative to do that. Because that's really hard to connect the two in one dream, but it happened. And I was like, wow, that's pretty horrifying. And that was very much like a serotonin nightmare type of thing, which serotonin nightmares, they're very weird. They're always like, they're just weird. Like they can be like kind of benign weird. Like it can be something stupid like I didn't pay my taxes and now they're coming after me or something. It can be something like that. Or like when I was in high school, it used to be like, I'm late for class. Like it used to be that kind of gay shit. But when you have them and they're like really serotonin-y, honey, it's like I've had dreams of like being kidnapped. I've had dreams of being, red rum. I've had dreams of being like tortured, like really crazy shit. But like I said, to combine the romantic thing with it, I was like, what the fuck? When I woke up this morning, I'm like, that type of nightmare, it's giving deficit. It's giving that you're in a deficit. And I've been feeling it pretty much all of February, that I think I slipped into it because I think it's just the workouts and stuff and probably some seasonal shifts. Like there's just a lot of stuff that happens in February. Let's just be so honest about it. And I don't want to regain anything. So I have to like stay strict, but it's like I've been food noisy. I've been kind of bloaty. I've been a bloater. I've been now I'm having these serotonin nightmares. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, like getting moody and stuff. And I'm like, oh gosh, like we're coming back, you know? As Taylor says, it's happening again. It's happening again. Like I can feel it and I'm like, oh my God. But I need to talk about it because I I do have plans to downsize further in 2026, and that has to do with the realization that like I have a smaller frame, which that was a horrifying realization too, which I only could know because I got to average, and you can't really tell. I don't think you can really tell what your frame size is unless if you're like thin, dead ass. Like I'm just gonna say it. I think it's hard to tell if you're like huge. Um, which, you know, it's people have tried to debate it with me and stuff, but it's like, no, like I know I have very dainty wrists, especially for my height. And there's just certain comparisons and stuff. Like the fact that me and my best friend Eric were the same width and I was like over 100 pounds heavier than him at the same time. It's like the fact that I didn't even look that big comparatively, like when I was at my biggest, even though I was like 55% body fat, which is like out of this world. There's just a lot of factors. And then the fact that I was so deathly ill when I wasn't even 400, under 30, like I was under 30 years old and I was deathly ill at that weight. So it's like that's kind of giving, you probably have a smaller frame then, because it was like my almost 400 was probably like somebody else's, you know, almost 500 or something. It's like it's just different. Um or maybe like 450 or something. I don't know. I don't know what the conversion rate would be. It doesn't really matter. The point is, like, I have to keep going. That's the point. And it pisses me off. So I'm planning on doing like around 20 pounds, which is not that bad. And I have to tell myself that because I did 50 in 2025, which is hellacious. That is like really tough, especially at a lower weight. That's so hard. I'm not going to have to do that though. It's like I have to do 20. So it's like, calm down, Alex. But it's like, I don't want to. But I do want to. That's why like some of the rhetoric changed on my channel and stuff. Like where I started talking about how it's going to be more so vanity 2.0 rather than maintenance. Like I was in maintenance for at least a while, but I don't think I am anymore. I think it changed. So let me talk about my plans. Oh my gosh, I like don't even want to talk about it. Oh my god. I'm so irritated. So I want to do this in the easiest way possible. So I'm going to use like all of my experience of downsizing to make it the easiest way I could possibly do it. And basically there's going to be 2 waves of downsizing. Oh my god, I hate that I'm saying this. I don't even want to say it out loud. The first one, I'm going to start it. Oh gosh, I'm so irritated. Oh, you can see how emotional I am. I'm so emotional all the time now. It's driving me nuts. The first one I'm going to do not this Thursday, but next Thursday. I think it's like the 19th. I'm like so mad even talking about it. But I'm going to do it. I'm going to start that day, which means I'll have like a formal weigh-in on that Thursday, and then I'll start. So it means I only have like 1 more week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a 500 calorie deficit. So I'll be doing like a pound per week for 8 weeks. So I'm going to do that towards the equinoxes of the year because it's the easiest time to lose. Because I've made so much progress, I don't have to do this in a really difficult way. I can make it as easy as possible. And it tends to be really hard towards the dead of winter and towards the dead heat of summer, basically. In summer, I think regardless, I think both ends of the spectrum, it's because your body has to do more to like accommodate for extreme weather. Like whether it's cold or heat, I think the body just has to do more work at those seasons. And so when you try to do a deficit, it's like harder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 8 weeks. So it'll be basically till April 20th or so, like around there. We'll just say just for shorthand. It'll be exactly 8 weeks, but it'll be February, we'll say like from February 20th to April 20th. That'll be 1 pound per week for that time, which I know it won't be that bad, but I still am like I'm still irritated. And then after that 8 week period, then I will reverse diet for 4 weeks. So just go up 125 each week, 125 calories each week for 4 weeks. And that will end a 12-week cycle. So for the first cycle, it'll be basically April 20th to May 20th, like around there. Okay. And then after that, then I'm going to be in maintenance again until August. So once I get to like May 20th, I'll be in maintenance all of June, all of July. That's the solstice. It's tough. I'm not doing it this year. Then going into August, I think August is a little tricky still. If I'm honest, it's still really, really hot here. So it's probably going to be a little bit hard, but I usually can adhere pretty well in August. So I think adherence will be fine, and my appetite is usually lower anyways. So what I'm going to do is basically, August is also after my birthday. So, and there usually is downtime. Like, I don't think it's as hard, but I can move around dates if things change in my life or something. I can always shift it around. But I'll probably be doing it from the beginning of August to the end of August. Like, I'll start at that point till 2 months later. So that would be, I'd rather do it at the beginning though, because I'd rather be doing my reverse diet in the beginning of October, because that way I could be completely done by Halloween and the holidays and just be totally in maintenance by Halloween, which is what I want, because it tends to get really tough after that, and it just doesn't have to be that hard. It just doesn't. You know, I don't have to do all that. And I think a reverse diet in October would be easy, especially the beginning of October. So I think that that's what I'm going to do. So that's those 2 12-week cycles. The rest of the year, I'll be in maintenance. I think it will be okay. And I should lose around 20 pounds. Between the actual deficit and the reverse dieting, I should be down about 20 pounds throughout the year. Now, I'm a little bit concerned about starting in February, just because I don't know if my weight is totally accurate, you know, but it should be certainly by the end of February. And certainly if I'm in a deficit, I should see where I actually weigh pretty fast, like probably within a week or two or something. So I'll just do that and just deal. By March, I should be totally fine. And then, oh gosh, we'll just get into it. I think that this one will be harder. I think the one in August will be easier. It's because it's hot and stuff. Like, it's still kind of cold, but I'm just kind of stuck basically at this point. It's like I'm kind of in a deficit anyways. I'm already taking the hit to my mood. I'm already taking the hit to everything. It's like I might as well just do it then, you know, which, whatever. But I think the August one will be easy-ish. Might still be a little tricky, but whatever. I'll survive. I don't think it'll be easy, but it shouldn't be that hard. I'll let you know. But it is a more shallow downsizing. It's slower. It's less aggressive. So I should still be able to keep everything else up. But it's just disappointing to me at the moment. It really is. It makes me really salty. But it'll be fine. I'm so irritated though. I really am. And other news, I am starting to depoof. Like, I can tell, like, this mid-sized sweater, my mid-sized princess sweater, this is probably the last time I'm going to be able to wear it, like, in terms of the last year, because it's starting to get ridiculously big. which is crazy to me. And then my clothes are starting to fit differently. So it's all kind of flowing down, basically. Gosh. But yeah, that's basically my plan. So 2 12-week cycles in the whole year. It shouldn't be that bad. I mean, it technically is half the year, but it's not that deep. And I don't want to do 2 pounds per week again. I'm not ever doing it again. I like promised myself I wouldn't, so I'm not doing that again. It's too hard at this level. And it's just unnecessary. So that's my plan. That's all I got to say. I think I'm okay other than that. Oh, I guess I can touch on this. I feel like I wonder if the dreams are also psychological, because I wonder if there is like this, it's almost like my psychology or something is bracing for impact. It's like bracing for self-sabotage that isn't going to come. And I feel like when I'm forcing myself not to sabotage myself, it's like creating this deep subconscious stress or something. And I wonder if that's part of the nightmares too. Like I can't always separate the physical from the psychological anymore, because the physical side of things is weaker than it used to be. So it's hard to tell, but either way, like I'm not doing it. So I guess, a lot of people probably wonder, like, how do you do it, Alex? Or, oh my gosh, like I always struggle and da da da. It's like I literally just force it. I just force it, and then I just deal with my psyche going crazy. That's basically what I do. I just don't listen, and I'm just stubborn. So I don't think that there is any like magic. I think it's just brute force, and you just say no. And then it's like my emotions freak and my subconscious is freaking out. And then, but it doesn't matter, because I don't let emotions rule me anymore. Because it's like, it doesn't matter. It's still going to happen. It's still coming. Like, I'm not going to change anything. Like, I'm making decisions on a logical level. So it's like, it doesn't fucking matter. And I just force it. So it's like, I just don't listen. Which I know that that's so hard for people to understand sometimes. But you just don't. I just don't listen. Because it's not even just like self-sabotage in terms of the downsizing and stuff. I think it's just in terms of my life, like holistically, which is why I don't think it's a TR thing. I think it's like a me thing, which we love. But I'm just not doing it. I don't know. I'm just not. And I've struggled with that in the past a lot, like with self-sabotage and things like that, even self-loathing to a certain extent. But I don't really have self-loathing at this time. But I do have like a fear of like, I don't know what's going to happen if I don't sabotage myself. Like I have that feeling. And it kind of freaks me out a little bit, just on a holistic level. Like I said, it's not even just about downsizing. It's like career, romance, all these things. And then obviously the weight does have to do with it too, but it's holistic. So I think that that's also maybe where the nightmares are coming from. Like I think there is a physical aspect, but I also think that there can be a psychological aspect at the same time. And I'm just not listening. It's like I'm just defying it. I'm defying it. And it's what I tell people who are super shy as well. Like when they're really introverted, they're just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know how you do it, Alex. Like, I'm just so shy. It's like, I literally just fucking force it. I just force it. There's no magic. There's no like, you just do it. And that's basically how the whole thing is. Like, that's all of downsizing and weight loss and stuff. It's like, you just do it. You just you know, there can be some strategic points from like a seasonal perspective. You know, you'll have to look at that for yourself. But for me, it's like I tend to have an easier time at the equinoxes, so it makes sense to do it during those times. But it's like, that's more objective. That's not like emotional, you know? So I don't know. It's just crazy to me. It's crazy to me when people expect some kind of magic or something, and it's literally just like, no, I just do it. You just be brave. You be brave in the face of fear. You be brave. It's not about not being scared, it's about doing it anyway. And that's basically all it is. But nobody wants to hear that. It's not popular. It's not fun to talk about. But I'm just living through the freer. Like, I'm just doing it and just being like, whatever. Like, I know it sounds harsh, but I'm just like, my subconscious can fuck itself. Basically, it's gonna have to deal with it. And oh well. You know, I mean, the power of oh well over our emotions, it's a powerful phrase. It really is. Because that's what I tell myself all the time. It's like, oh well. But I am doing better with the emotions. Like, I feel like I'm getting more of a grip. But like, I don't feel like I have constant resistance to every little thing, but it's like, then I have it subconsciously. Which is insane. But whatever. Oh well, whatever. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.